So as we all know, Neymar has just signed with Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal, and yeah, this is his salary, absolutely crazy. And as many people have said, there's only one way after leaving Barcelona, and that is backwards. So today we're going to be looking at what would have happened if Neymar never left Barcelona. So we're back on FIFA 18, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to PSG and put Neymar back on Barcelona, which means that Philippe Coutinho and Ousmane Dembele are also going to go back to their respective clubs in Liverpool and Dortmund, since the Neymar money was used to sign those players. So I did end up actually trying this simulation for just one season before going into the actual simulation, just to see if they would play Neymar, Messi and Suarez. But Messi would not play a lot because he is a center forward in this game, and if you guys remember back in the old FIFAs, you could not change players to a right wing. You could only make them right mid and right forward. So I just had to mess around with the player itself. As you guys can see right here, I put him on forward and then roll right, and he does come out as a right forward because you could not make him a right wing back in FIFA. But I did end up making him a right mid. Looking back on it in hindsight, probably should have made him a right forward because he still kept his 94 overall instead of the 92 that he got for being a right mid. To keep this experiment neutral, I will be controlling Real Betis, and as you guys can see, the first game that we met Barcelona, Neymar got injured. We later found out that he would be out for 2 whole months with a broken collarbone. And back on FIFA 18, Mauro Icardi was 87 rated, and Barcelona just signed him up. So they've got Suarez and Icardi, but this is not the craziest thing that you guys will see in this episode. This is Neymar's group for the 2018 World Cup, so let's see if he can win the trophy. As for La Liga, Barcelona finished second with 78 points, the same amount of points as first place Atletico Madrid. Although Barcelona have a better goal difference, this doesn't matter since in La Liga it's determined on head-to-head. In the Copa del Rey, Barcelona lost to Atletico Madrid in the round of 16, who would eventually make the final. And in the Champions League, Barcelona lost to PSG in the round of 16, the team that Neymar would end up joining in real life. As far as the stats goes, Neymar is now a 93 overall player, and in La Liga he managed only 6 goals and 5 assists in 25 appearances. In the Champions League it wasn't much better, seeing Neymar only get 1 goal and 2 assists in 6 games. The World Cup is over, and Spain are the winners of the 2018 World Cup in this simulation. They did beat Brazil on their way to the final in the quarterfinals. And in this simulation, Kylian Mbappe actually ended up going to Real Madrid, since Neymar didn't go to PSG to form a super team with him. Real Madrid have fulfilled the prophecy in FIFA despite not being able to in real life for around 6 years. And in Season 2, Neymar sadly didn't win the Ballon d'Or. It instead went to Manchester City's Sergio Aguero. Season 2 is over, and with Mbappe in their team, Real Madrid managed to win the league, leaving Barcelona in second place once again. This time, however, Barcelona managed to win the Copa del Rey final as well as the Champions League final, where they beat Bayern Munich 1-0, and on their way to the final they also managed to beat PSG, who they lost to last year in the Champions League. The Copa America is on this year, which is another trophy Neymar hasn't won. He's in group with Colombia, Peru and the USA, so let's see how far he can take them. Before we go into the Copa America, we need to look at Neymar's stats, and he's only got 5 goals and 6 assists in 25 La Liga games, almost the same numbers as last season. In the Copa del Rey he managed 4 goals and 1 assist in 9 games, and in the Champions League he managed 7 goals and 2 assists in 12 games. So not a bad season at all, with 2 trophies to his name as well. And Neymar would indeed be able to win the Copa America in 2019, leading his team to a victory over Uruguay in the final. It was mainly Gabriel Jesus who stepped up for Brazil with 6 goals and 1 assist in 6 games, but Neymar didn't do bad either with 3 goals and 1 assist. Okay, so if I told you guys that Mauro Icardi would be 90 rated, you probably wouldn't believe me, right? But this is arguably not the most crazy thing, since Aguero also has joined the club, but the most crazy thing is seeing Samuel Umtiti as an 87 rated player. Despite Neymar winning 3 trophies, including the Champions League and Copa America, it would be none other than Sergio Ramos lifting the Ballon d'Or in Season 3, arguably even crazier than what I just showed you. And another crazy thing is, here in FIFA 18 we have a 69 rated Pedro Neto in 2020 signing for Villarreal. We're at the end of the season and Barcelona lose out on the league title yet again by only 2 points. And we actually ended up winning the Copa del Rey, beating Real Madrid in the final, who knocked out Barcelona in the semis. Barcelona came third in the Champions League group and ended up in the Europa League final, in which they lost to Lazio. In the Copa del Rey, Neymar only got 1 goal in 8 games. In the Champions League, he managed to get 3 goals in 4 games. In the Europa League, he managed to get 5 goals and 1 assist in 8 games. I accidentally forgot to check his league stats this season, so you guys will just have to do without that. In Season 4, it would be a 91 rated Gabriel Jesus winning the Ballon d'Or. Remember when this guy had so much potential? Well, I guess he never really fulfilled the potential that he had. And in this season, Barcelona fell even lower in the league, finishing third behind Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid in first. And in the Copa del Rey, Barcelona are nowhere to be seen in the knockout bracket. They apparently didn't even make it far enough. In the Champions League, they only managed to get to the round of 16, getting knocked out by PSG. In La Liga, Neymar was Barcelona's top scorer with 17 goals and 6 assists in 32 appearances. In the Champions League, Neymar managed to get 3 goals and 1 assist in 8 games. And apparently the FIFA Confederations Cup took place where Brazil beat England in the final on penalties to secure another international trophy for Neymar. On the way to the final, he also knocked out World Cup champion Spain. In Season 5, the Ballon d'Or winner was 87 rated Gonçalo Guedes from PSG. I really forgot how high this guy's potential was. Barcelona yet again fall short of winning La Liga, finishing second this season behind Atletico Madrid in first. They however did manage to win the Copa del Rey this season, beating Real Madrid 2-0 in the final. In the Champions League, Barcelona made it to the quarterfinals where they lost to Dortmund on away goals. Remember when they were a thing? The 2022 World Cup is around the corner, where Neymar has been put into a group with Russia, Bulgaria and South Africa. Neymar's stats for this season was only 4 goals and 3 assists in 22 league games, which is highly disappointing. And if you wonder how Messi is doing, he's only 81 rated at this point in time, which is only 2022 where he won the World Cup in real life. In the Copa del Rey, which they won, Neymar got 1 goal and 4 assists, which is not too bad. And in the Champions League, he got 3 goals and 1 assist. If you're wondering about Neymar's rating, he's a 92 rated player. And in the 2022 World Cup, it will be France lifting the trophy, beating Venezuela of all teams in the final. Neymar got knocked out to Mohamed Salah's Egypt in the quarterfinals. Season 6 will be the last season, as it was after this Neymar moved to Al Hilal in real life. And in Season 6, the Ballon d'Or award goes to Paulo Dybala, who is currently a 94 rated player. In the 6th season, it would be my team Real Betis who won La Liga, leaving Barcelona in third behind myself and Atletico Madrid. But Barcelona would end up in another Copa del Rey final versus Real Madrid, and as you guys can see, Barcelona's B team ended up in the semis where they lost to Real Madrid. So maybe it's time for Barcelona's A team to take revenge. And revenge they took, as they managed to beat Real Madrid 2-1 in the final to secure them another Copa del Rey trophy. In the Champions League, however, Barcelona got knocked out by Napoli in the round of 16. In the Copa del Rey, it would mainly be Lautaro Martinez to carry Barcelona, with Neymar only getting 1 goal and 1 assist in 6 games. In the league, however, Neymar would manage 5 goals and 12 assists in 26 games. And finally, in the Champions League, he would get 2 goals and 1 assist in 8 games. So that was everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the very next one.